What's up, guys? It's Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself, and Monster Hunters and Monster Honeys. Welcome back to this one. This is another one. It's a quick one. I'm gonna be dead serious with you guys. I was totally going to do the full 20-minute commentary. I did do the full 20-minute commentary, but Sony Vegas decided to be a really cool idea to just delete all my work and all my effort and everything. And I was like, you know what? Forget that. I'll do the video again. Mind you, it was hours. This is hours and hours later, because I was so frustrated and so angry that now when I do this, it's going to be just the solid stated facts. I'm not going to do the whole 20-minute video thing because I lost a lot of time in doing this. I was really mad because this happened, and because of it, I didn't want to do anything video related. I wanted to knock out all my videos and all the things I had to do pretty quick. I mean, I have limited time. I literally don't have time for this, okay? I don't have time to do a full 20-minute video. For that, I totally apologize. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this off real quick. I'm gonna go practically square business for you guys, okay? No BS, no trying to, be funny and nothing like that. I'm gonna give you square business. The next one, you guys are gonna get, the full effect. But I'm on a very, very limited time schedule right now. I have to make this video, then another one, then I have to go meet a hair appointment in like 40 minutes. I have to make two videos in 40 minutes. Two videos and go to my hair appointment in 40 minutes. It's not necessarily going to happen if I do a full 20-minute video, guys. Come on, get serious. But anyway, let's get right back into the nitty-gritty. Anyway, this guy is the Seregios, or the Seregios, what we're going to call him in this video. He's a pretty interesting monster. I want to say he's a new monster entirely, not 100% sure on that, but he's totally 100% new to me. Now this guy, he has there's a couple of reasons for you to be afraid of him, or a couple of reasons for you to give him his space, or to respect him. He brings a new quote-unquote ailment to the mix. It's called bleeding. I mean, there's been bleeding in many games before, and they all do practically the same thing. But this one's a little bit different. You only bleed when you move, okay? And that's a problem. When you bleed, it's like being poisoned, but to a greater degree. And the thing is, you only get that damage when you move. The only way to get rid of the bleeding effect is to sit crouched for a while. You can walk when you crouch, which is actually preferred. So if you are going to crouch your way out of this, crouch and then kind of like walk away. Try to get out of harm's way while crouching. You can't roll though, because when you roll, you stand back up and that ruins the entire effect. Or you can eat a well-done steak. Now, either which is fine. You just have to really pick your times in which to use any of these things. But if you have speed eating too, which allows you to eat meat faster, obviously go for that, okay? Because the crouch takes about a good 20 seconds or something like that, while the eating takes as long as it takes to actually eat a steak. Granted, if you eat while you eat the steak, you're totally defenseless. You're standing right there waiting to get beat up on. So pick that, okay? How this monster will bleed you is in a couple of ways. He'll throw his scales out at you in a fan arc, or that he makes sense, in a fan kind of pattern from his front, or he'll swing his tail from the back. And if you get hit with these scales, if you get hit with one of the scales, you see me get hit with them a couple of times, this weird kind of like effect happens to your body. It's like, when you hit a monster with, for instance, I'm using a thunder weapon right here. When you hit him with the thunder, you see the little lightning like spark off of him. He'll hit you with his scales or whatever, and there'll be like this weird yellowish kind of spark thing around you. If that happens to you 3 times, you start the bleeding process. Now the thing is, very interesting thing, if he hits you with it once, okay, you can roll out of it, okay? If he hits you with it, you can roll, or if he just throws a small scale at you, it only affects you once. But if you get hit with 3 of those little ones in quick succession, it doesn't have to be in the same actual attack. It could be you get hit with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds later, you get hit with another one, 2, 3, 4, 5 more seconds later, you get hit with another one. You're automatically bled. If you reach 3, you're bled. Now, I don't know the time frame in which this actually happens, because like I said, you can only be hit with half of it, and then get hit with half later, and you'll still bleed. So I don't know exactly how long it takes in between for this to actually work, but that's just how it does. You'll want to like get away from him when he's throwing out his scales or whatever. If you've been hit twice, try not to go right in there into some action thinking that you're Mr. Rambo, Mr. Get Bad, and think you're not going to get bled. It's going to happen. You can block this though, but each time the little spark happens, because the spark will happen to you and it will give you stun lock, which counts as a hit. Every time you block it, you have to take that block. That's 3 blocks. Bam, bam, bam. Most times you can only block 2 or 3. while still having some good stamina. This time you're gonna lose practically all of it because you are blocking. Now, you can block your way through it. You can block like the first two and roll if you have like a great sword or a sword and shield like that, because the third one is the one that, for two reasons. One is the third one is always gonna hit you with the bleeding effect, and two, the third one's going to be the one that will make or break the rest of your stamina. Okay, so you might like fall victim to the fact that the third one is too much for your stamina and you'll take that hit. So think about these things, okay? Just think about them. Bleeding is a lot. I could talk about bleeding for the rest of this entire video, but I just want to get the basics out the way. How he can cause you to bleed, though, like I said before, he'll throw his scales at you, or he'll claw at you with his talons. You gotta watch out for those too, because he, like, if he does it to you, especially if you have a great sword like I did, and I do it a couple times in this video, I let him claw at me with his talons because the greatsword charge has enough armor to bypass that altogether, so that way you can, not necessarily all together, you still bleed if you take all three of those little sparked hits, but I won't be hurt while I'm doing it. So when I won't be hurt, I won't be knocked about rather, while I do it, so I can get my greatsword charge off. So I guess that's the bleeding. I'll tell you guys all know about the bleeding, because that's the biggest thing about this guy. I guess tips to kind of like fight him all together. You're gonna want to mount him, because the longer he's not trying to bleed you, the better. Absolutely, you better freaking believe it. Mount him as often as possible, because he's winning as soon as he steps into the fight, because he has so many tools against you. Okay, he has his speed, he has his agility, he has this new fandangled bleeding that can cause you damage if you dare to move, and you don't necessarily want to move because it's just dreadful. Sometimes if you're caught bleeding and you have low health, take the potion right then and there. Okay, do it. Don't try to walk it off, because like I said, he's quick. He's gonna bop you. Okay, if you have low health and you think you're gonna walk off the bleeding, no, don't do it. You're gonna get bopped. Okay, he's very quick. He demands respect. All right, you kind of have to give it to him, especially have to give him his space when he gets really pissed off, because when he gets enraged, it's curtains. I mean, give him his space when he's pissed. Pick your battles very wisely when fighting this guy, because he's not necessarily going to give you too many chances, okay? With all that being said, though, go in here level-headed. Go in here, just calm down, chill out. He's a new monster. Watch his patterns, okay? Every monster falls into a pattern. Once you figure that pattern out, you should be totally fine. Go in here with some thunder, or his other weakness, which I cannot remember right now, but I'm using thunder, and I've been using thunder to fight him, and I believe it's actually his greatest weakness. So just go in here using that, and you should be relatively okay. With that, all that being said, guys, I apologize I couldn't give you the rest of the video. I'm pretty sure you guys would have loved to hear me talk about how I feel about him and all this other stuff, but I don't have time to really go into a whole bunch of opinionated session of me talking about him. I apologize again, because I couldn't get you the video that you guys all wanted, but I came and gave the tips to you. Okay, you have the tips to him, and if you would like to fight him better, more efficiently, here's your means to do so. I will see you all guys on the next video, which will probably be a Brachytos, because I've yet to actually upload / record / fight this monster, and I need to do this as soon as possible. Anyway, guys, it's been your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself. You all take care. Talk to you guys on the next one. You guys take it easy.